Lovely that you came down to Mexico. I'm really grateful. It's great to see you here.
Thank you so much for having me, and it's been an incredible experience. And what can you tell us about your background? And why don't you tell us who you are and just kind of how we got here? I mean, this is an unbelievable event.
So I'm Mel Young, and I'm president and co-founder of the Homeless World Cup. We started the Homeless World Cup in 2003. It's an annual event. We work in 72 countries around the world, and we use soccer, I think you call it in the States, as a way of engaging homeless people and getting them off the streets. And then we have this annual event where they're representing their country. We've worked with 1.2 million people since we started. Huge percentage of those are got into jobs and houses, off drugs and so on. So we just keep doing more and more of this. I got into this really I started in 1993. My background was as a journalist. And I started a street paper, which is homeless people selling on the street, and they keep the majority of the cover price. We created so I had one in Scotland, which I started in 1993. It was very successful. Then we created like a trade association of street papers called the International Network of Street Papers at one of our annual get-togethers in 2001. Myself and Harold Schmidt, the co-founder, we came up with this idea after the conference had ended, because we realized that the power of football, the power of soccer, I think you would call it, in terms of engaging people, and we thought we could devise this competition. So we had a fantastic creative conversation, and then we thought, well, you can always have these creative conversations, as you know, and they stay as nice conversations.
What does football mean to you?
Well, I mean, I'm from Scotland, so football, as I say, you call it soccer in the US, but we call it football in our country. I've just been brought up on it. I mean, so from a very young age, we kicked a round ball around. We weren't very good at it. And then we went and supported our team, you know, and there's 30,000 people there, and wow, that was an amazing experience for me. So football has always been something there's a unity between the players, which is they all know they come from this excluded background. And there's something therefore that unites them. So they're competitive in the games, for sure, they want to win them, but afterwards they are together, you really notice it. And the atmosphere is amazing. And I said this morning actually, and I believe this, the spirit they have and the way they act, they are fantastic ambassadors for their country. I mean, their country should be so proud of them in terms of the way they're behaving, despite everything that's happening in their lives. And to me, they should be the leaders of the world. You put these people, these players, these homeless people, to run the world with the values and spirit that they have, and the world will be a much, much better place.